Let's look at Chapter 9, Lesson 7 Practice, Measuring Capacity in Gallons and Liters. Fill in the missing amounts. For all of these problems, you want to look at it as two different problems, the top being the first one and the bottom being the second problem. Now, in each box, there are equivalent. So number 1, I have 2 weeks and 14 days. Those are equivalent, but I'm going to add going across horizontally. 2 weeks plus 3 weeks is going to be 5 weeks. I have 14 days plus 21 days equals 35 days. I know that this is equivalent because 5 weeks would be 5 times 7, and 5 times 7 equals 35 days. Do the same thing for number 2. I'm going to cut it across. I have 2 feet plus 3 feet, and I know that that equals 5 feet. 2 feet would be 12 inches plus 12 inches, which equals 24. And 3 feet would be 3 times 12, or 12 plus 12 plus 12, which is 36 inches. And then I have 5 feet, or 24 inches plus 36 inches, which equals 60 inches. That's the same as saying 5 times 12. For number 3, I have 3 quarts plus what equals 15 quarts, or I could do 15 minus 3 equals 12 quarts. And then I need to figure out how many pints equal 12 quarts. And I can look at the first box and see that I'm going to multiply by 2, so 3 times 2 equals 6 pints. Do the same thing, 12 times 2 equals 24 pints, because there's 2 pints in each quart. Do the same thing where I have 15 times 2, which is going to be 30 pints, or 6 pints plus 24 equals 30 pints. For number 4, I have 1 liter plus 3 liters equals 4 liters. You can see from the first box I have 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters. I know that 3 liters would equal 3,000 milliliters. And I know that 1,000 plus 3,000 equals 4,000, or 4 liters equals 4,000 milliliters. Number 5, Sarah drove 800 miles in 3 days. She drove 356 on Monday and 284 on Tuesday. How far did she drive on Wednesday? So I know that it's 800 miles. It happened in 3 days. On the first day, Monday, 356 miles. On the second day, Tuesday, 284. So how far did she drive on Wednesday is the question. So I'm going to take 356 and add 284. And I get 640. I'm then going to take that answer and subtract it from 800. I need to borrow from the 8, make it a 7. This is a 9, and this is a 10. 10 minus 0 is... Actually, let's back that up. I don't need to make this a 9. This will actually be a 10. Because I can do 0 minus 0, which is 0. But I couldn't do 0 minus 4, so I have 10 minus 4, which is going to be 6, and 7 minus 6, which is going to be 1. 160 miles is how far that they need to travel. Remember to show your work. How many hours are in 4 days and 4 hours? So I have 4 days and 4 hours. Well, I know that there's 24 hours in each day. I'm going to multiply that by 4 since I have 4 days. And I get 96. But then I need to add 4 more hours because I had 4 extra. And that equals 100. Showing your work will explain your answer.